drop shadow. I'm going to go up to, with my select tool, I'm going to come up here, File, New, and I'm going to make it 7 inches by 3 inches. I could also do this in pixels. If I do pixels, see I have 504 pixels, and that this did not change, and I don't want it 3 pixels high, so if I leave this in inches, I'll have a 7 inch by 3 inch, and my background is white. Okay, and there's my screen. I'm going to come over, I'm going to select a color for my text. I'm just going to pick this blue. I'm going to click OK, and I'm going to select my text tool. On my text tool, I have a lot of choices, and my max is 72, but I'm going to type in 100 points, and I can make it sharp. I'm also going to change my font to something a little bolder. Okay, Georgia. And I'm going to come down and I'm going to click and drag. Type in the word shadow. That was at 18 points, so I'm going to make it 100 points. I'm going to pick my select tool. Over here in layers, you can now see that there's a layer with the T, meaning it's a text layer, and it has the word shadow. I'm going to duplicate that layer by dragging it down onto this folded sheet of paper, and now I have a shadow copy and a shadow. So if I turn off the eyeballs, you can see the shadow copy or the shadow word. Now I can move these if I would like it, and it doesn't really matter. If I move the shadow copy to the second layer, that way I know that I'm going to work with the copy. I'm going to turn off the first shadow and work with the shadowed copy. And the first thing I'm going to do is right click on it, and I'm going to rasticize type. And what this is going to do is convert that text to a graphic. And now I'm going to lock that by clicking on the little invisible transparent to lock the transparent. Because what I'm going to try to do is I want to turn this shadow into black using my fill command. So go edit fill. I'm going to change. We have a lot of choices here, which right now we're not going to be too concerned over, but I want to change it to black. So the content's going to be black. I'm going to leave normal, and I'm not going to worry about opacity right now. Okay, and I'm now black. I'm going to unclick that lock. You'll see that the lock came off. There's the lock on, lock off. And I'm going to come up to my filters. I'm going to go blur, Gaussian blur, and I'm going to bring this out to about 3.5 to start with. And this is a matter of choice of how blurry you want it. I can go very blurry. I think 6 looks pretty good. So I'm going to click OK. I'm going to turn my top layer on with the second layer still selected. I'm going to use my down arrows and my side arrows, and I've now created a drop shadow. The more I move it, farther away.